Lessons I learned from rowing Freddy Jiang.
In high school, and I guess really let myself go, hey. But nonetheless, over my years of rowing, although I didn't lose weight, I managed to learn a lot of gems of wisdom. And those gems of wisdom are wisdom that I still can benefit from today. I also learned how to row a boat. I also learned about the value of camaraderie. And I also learned how to stay positive when you're stuck in the middle of a river for 4 hours straight on a 40-degree day. Actually, I don't think I learned that part. And nonetheless, tonight, you have the privilege of hearing my gem of wisdom that I suffered for 4 years to learn from rowing. Now, what are those gems of wisdom, one of you may ask? Well, the first gem of wisdom is never be a try-hard in life. Just don't be a try-hard. Why do I say that? Well, see, I was in the force. The force crew was the worst crew in the entire school. It was filled with the weakest and most incompetent rowers the school has to offer. But hey, I'm strong on the inside. That's what matters. But nonetheless, we didn't give up. We say to ourselves, you know what? We're not really born for this rowing thing, but we had a passion to sign up. And because we had a passion, we're going to try our best, and maybe we might just make it somehow. And so we did. Well, all except this one guy. This one guy is like, oh, I'm better than all of you. I am better than the force. I should be in the first. And so he tried. Every day at the gym, he pumped more iron than us. Every day at the oval, he ran a bit faster than us. And every day at rowing, he rowed harder than us. He's the stereotypical try-hard, if I must say so myself. But nonetheless, the try-harding worked. And within a few months' time, he moved to the thirds, which was a huge accomplishment for us fourths. But he said, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to keep going until I reach the first. So he kept trying, he kept working, and one day, the hard work he put in gave him a heart attack. Literally a heart attack. He was on the floor, like this, like a dead fish out of the ocean. And so we called the ambulance, and the ambulance dragged him to the hospital, and the doctor was like, I'm sorry, sir, but you can never, ever row again. But it turns out his heart was too close to his rib cage, and he couldn't pump enough blood in time. You know, medical stuff. But what do we learn from this, my friend? The lesson we learned is, one, if you have a heart condition, you shouldn't row. And two, no matter when you start to try in life, you should always first know your limit and know yourself. Because if you don't know your limit and know yourself, you're going to injure yourself. You're going to humiliate yourself. You're going to fail in life, and you might just get a heart attack as well. The second gem of wisdom is something that us Melburnians will understand. Never ever, if you don't have a gun behind your back, never ever step foot in a Yarra River. Just don't do it. See, the Yarra River is the most important river in Melbourne. It connects the city. It's most famous. It's very beautiful. It's very stunning. It's a tourist trap. And it's also very, very filthy. I remember, I dare say, Miss fellow Toastmasters, the first day when I went to rowing, the first day I went to the Yarra, I was placing the boat down into the river, and I was just stunned by the scene. There was the spring breeze blowing. There was the trees that move with the spring breeze, the ducks that flutter in the water, and the sunlight on the river almost reflected the tranquility of the scene itself. And then I looked down, and I saw a dead fish. I was like, ooh, and I almost dropped the boat into the river. Truly, the Yarra's filthiness knows no bound, and my friend can be a testament to that. See, my friend, one day he was rowing, he forgot his water bottle. And, well, you know, it gets very hot, like 40-degree day, 4-hour row, and he was getting very exhausted. So in the act of absolute desperation, he took a little scoop of water from the river and sipped it. But he did not get the quench of thirst, ladies and gentlemen. Instead, he got E. coli and was rushed to a hospital. In fact, I must say, a lot of us rowers go to a hospital a lot, don't we? Man, that's really concerning. So basically, the lesson of the story is, you would much rather die from thirst than to take even a single drop of water from the Yarra. So basically, Yarra is a filthy, filthy place. Never step foot in it. In fact, one time I remember I spotted 30 pieces of garbage, 4 dead fish, and 3 things I want to forget permanently, but just never can forget during one session rowing from the Yarra. Imagine all that into the water you drink into your mouth. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'd actually rather die than drink that water if I were you. Now, the third gem of wisdom is something that's a little more lighthearted, a little more applicable to all of us, in fact. And that gem of wisdom is, you don't have to be the best in life to win. You just have to try your best in the end. Life is unfair, my friends, my fellow Toastmasters. There's always someone who's born stronger than us, always someone who's born smarter than us, someone who jumps faster than us, like a kangaroo, and someone who runs faster than us, like that kid, that try-hard kid. Always. Never could beat it. I don't know why, I just couldn't beat it. But my point is, there's always someone who's better than us. And no matter how hard we try, we cannot beat them. But just because that is true, it doesn't mean we shouldn't try. We should still try. We in the force were the worst crew in the entire school. The first crew don't even recognize we exist. The second crew just, every time they see us, oh, jeez. And the third crew just laughs at us as soon as we speak anything. So basically, we were at the bottom of the pecking order in our rowing school. But during the last regatta, which is a competition between all rowers, rowing schools, the first didn't come first. The second didn't come second. The third didn't come third. They all came last. But us, the fourth, the worst crew in the school, we came second. And we want to work for the best, most improved crew in the entire school. So basically, the gems of wisdom I learned from rowing is 1, don't be a try-hard in life. 2, don't drink the water from the Yarra, never ever. You might get E. coli or die. Actually, someone actually died drinking that. And 3rd, you don't have to be the best in life to win. You just have to try your best in the end.